Good afternoon. It is October 22nd, 2022, and I've been forgetting to make these videos. So here I am. I see this range on the daily chart, and that's what I'm looking at. These highs, not sure what I drew these highs off of. I would guess it's more like this, where we turn down over here. But this is what I'm seeing, and yeah, that's probably it. I mean, uh, yeah, this it just looks like we're in a range. But look at all the buying down here. Boom. So some sort of, you know, some sort of triangle that we could break out of in the next couple weeks. Let's go with that. So, we had a sell off today. I think it's most clearly illustrated here on the 6500 tick chart. This morning we're in a downtrend. You get this big move down here, and then we get a rally back to the moving average, and we actually had a body gap right there. You could see it touch the lows of this over here, which is yesterday, but it did not. We did not get a close above any of these lows from today's price action. So we get another move down here, and then you get another strong move down here, and that's an overshoot, and that leads to a break, and then we get uh, this move to near the bottom of the channel. I really just want to point out, look, you get this double bottom, and we're finding support here. If you're trying to pick a bottom, look at that signal bar right there. A higher low, head and shoulders, we call it. So this is the head, this is the shoulder, this is the shoulder. This is it's just textbook. After you get an overshoot that led to a break and a move to a new low, and you got this, it's a double bottom, one, two. Um, this is just textbook. Look, you get a one gap above the EMA right here before you get the last sell off. Very, very just prices acting in accordance with the laws of prices. So not really much here, but like I said, the 6500 tick chart is uh, the clearest illustration of what happened today. So could you sell here if you're feeling really confident after we don't get that, after we create this body gap right here? Let me make this bigger. After we make this body gap right here, and then you get a nice strong bear bar, it looks like this might be a trend line. It's off the EMA. I think you could consider going short there. Uh, I kind of skipped the early morning. So really in the early morning, we're just going sideways. I don't think you can really do much. Maybe you consider going long right here. Um, but I think that's a little aggressive. I mean, yeah, maybe you could ride it back to the EMA. So anyway, back here, pull back to the EMA. I'm not quite sure I like this. Oh, you can see there's a little bit of a gap above the EMA right there. I'm not sure I like going short here. We're in a micro channel. This is the first break of that micro channel. But when you get this lower high, pretty strong bear bar, even though you're going into resistance here, I don't consider this a clear break of the channel. Even though we came up short of the trend line right here, I think, I think this, you at least got to consider this. Not sure if I missed something here, but you can see this big, huge bear bar. And like I said, we get an overshoot, goes back, goes sideways a little bit. Maybe you consider this one in anticipation of the creation of a new low. And that's where we go and we kind of bottom out, lose momentum, don't come to the bottom of the trend line, and then you get that higher low. That's just picture perfect. But you do have to go for, you know, 2 or 3 times your risk, and this is a pretty big bar. 13 points on the 6,500 tick chart. So you're going to go for 26 points if you enter on a market order, and you would have got it. And that's not you got to be able to be dynamic too. So, maybe you end up exiting here, I don't know, because there's a lot of overlap, but then you miss the move. So anyway, there's a look at the daily chart. We tested the EMA, and I think that was 6,700. That's something I probably should have talked about. This is right at 6,700 where we're finding that support. And so you see it creates a big tail, and that's I let's see, what's this close? So this is a close that did close beneath 6,600. Um, but we found support there. Here's the weekly chart. So it's looking like a doji right now. And the monthly chart, look, this is why I think we're slowing down. It's because you're at the top of this channel on the monthly chart. And now we have a break of the weekly chart. So I mean, I think we're gonna go lower soon. Um, and you know, I think from what, look, this sell-off was the same size as the sell-off from COVID. And I don't think there was any like political reason for this. So I think we're due for a pullback to the EMA, and I think that's a good opportunity to buy, stocks or whatever you do. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. Hope everyone had a good day. I'll be back tomorrow.